Hey there, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is Tyler with C-Stick Podcast. I decided to do a Let's Play of Pokemon White version, so let's begin. Alrighty, so now we're just in the beginning of the game where everything's summed up, so I'm just going to skip over that part. I'm going to choose that I am a dude. Look at that hat. Although, I would love that poofy hair she has. So, and then I will enter my name as Tyler. And she'll throw up the ball, and now we get into describing some characters. This is Professor Juniper, and then we get into the friends. This is Sharon, and apparently he's a very honest person. And then here's my first gripe with the game. Bianca's head is the size of a watermelon. One thing that I've noticed about a lot of Pokemon games is that the girls' heads are ginormous. Look at Lyra, and Professor Juniper looks like a female version of Jimmy Neutron. I didn't know if you noticed that, but I did. So without further ado, let's get rid of this person and we will go into the opening. Cool thing about this game is the changing seasons. They change once a month, so we can get into this little cool intro thing, which I've never really seen before in a Pokemon game, and I like it. Although the 3D sprites, they aren't completely perfect yet, but seeing as how this is one of the first Pokemon games that really utilizes this in a majority of the game, it's okay for just starting out. So this is where we get the first Pokemon. I'm going to choose Snivy. I played this before, and I got past the 8th gym leader, and then I decided that I'd do this, so I just wiped everything, traded my good Pokemon over to a friend's game, and restarted. So this is the little opening intro to how you get the Pokemon, and after about an hour of discussion, you finally get to choose. So we just wait a couple seconds, and Sharon seems annoyed because the Pokemon came to your house instead of his, and you go up to the box, open the gift, and it's a letter from Princess Peach talking about how she... Oh, never mind. I lied about that. So the box opens up, and you can choose one of the 3 starters, Snivy, Tepig, or Oshawott from left to right. I chose Snivy because my original run was with Snivy, whom I named Sarah Penn, and I liked the name, so I decided I'd let it stick. So now we just have to wait. The other 2 characters pick their Pokemon out, and then you have to have a bunch of battles, so I'm just going to use this time to apologize for a few things. One, for the video quality. I don't really enjoy the thought of using ROMs. I don't want to. I prefer having a capture card for this, but there are no capture cards for the DS or the 3DS, so I had to use the use a video camera hooked up to, well, my computer. I'd also like to apologize for the movement of the video. I wasn't really sure what I was doing because I've never done this before, so I moved the video around a lot. I know it's not perfectly straight with the camera. You can see some black around the top and bottom and the left and right of the screen. And that's basically all I'm going to apologize for. Now, the colors on it are kind of bad because I am recording from a video camera. So let's just get into the game mechanics. They actually are a lot faster than the other Pokemon games that I've played, and that's pretty cool. Now we just have to sit through the 2 annoying kind of rival battles that have been in all of the Pokemon games. And I have feared to go through these battles so many times. I actually lost my first attempt at a Nuzlocke run right after getting Charmander to Gary. It was pretty bad. Then, on our national stream that we broadcasted on Justin.tv, I lost another rival battle in front of an entire 10 people who were watching us. And that was not good for my confidence level. Another cool little thing they do are the visual gags, like the messed up room after the rival battle, or the friend battle, I guess. And then we get into the Sharon thing, which is another cool thing, because he heals both of your Pokemon, and every 5 feet you walk in this game, there's another healer, so you never actually have to worry about running to a Pokemon Center, as long as you can beat that one person who heals your Pokemon every route or 2. Now we have to wait again when you fight Sharon, who's supposed to be the stronger of the 2, mainly because he picks the weakness of your starter. And here we go into this battle. Alright, and the cool little trainers pointing at each other and grimacing into the battle, and cool little poses, and animated sprites away. Another cool little thing they added about this game is the constantly moving sprites. I know there were moving sprites in other games. I do not know if they moved through the entire battle or if they just had animations that lasted a little bit longer than the other games. And now we sit through another unnecessarily long battle where all you can use is tackle and leer. You'll find that as I played this game, I do not keep the moves that reduce stats. I just like to beat things to death. So we just sit through this. Looks like I'm about to die, but I pull it through with a tackle attack. I come through clutch, and eventually, I'm going to spoil it for you, I do end up winning the battle. And my stats get reduced. Another tackle, in case you guys didn't see that coming. And he's left with 1 HP, which was really scary because I thought he would hit me and kill me in that one hit. But I was left at 3, and I didn't miss, and he didn't critical me, so I won the battle. And Snivy gained a level. Yay, Snivy! So now that we finished the battle, we go downstairs, and we look at our destroyed room. Look at it, it's a mess. This is why I don't have friends in real life. I just talk to people on the internet. Yay! So now we have to go to Professor Juniper, and that's where we learn about our quest and filling up the Pokedex. Walk down the stairs. My movement's a little shoddy because I had to play around the camera. I was trying to use the circle pad on the 3DS, but it's not always completely comfortable, so I just ended up using the directional pad. And your mother tells you that she'll clean up your room because apparently that's her job. I didn't make up the game. So she has to go home because, you know, doing things in a straightforward manner in a Pokemon game would be kind of against the grain. And look at my big meaty fingers getting in the way of the screen. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to try to keep them out of the video next time. And now you just talk and talk, and then you rest, and then you get out. It's like the Hotel California. You can never, ever leave. This X transceiver is another phone. I don't think anybody gives you their number, so you can battle kind of like in Soul Silver and Heart Gold. So it's basically useless and annoying. So now we walk outside, and Bianca walks away, and the little Pidoves flying around, those are something I've never actually seen happen, except for trainer Pokemon that were standing right beside the trainer. And again, can't just go into the office without Bianca. She's got to mess everything up for you. So you walk down here, and go to her house, and the domestic violence scene. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a bunch of yelling. Mother's just sort of awkwardly hiding behind a wall, though. It's kind of scary. Plotting the demises of her family members. And apparently you're some kind of savior for interrupting Bianca and her father's awkward fight. And then you're left standing alone in her parents' house. Because nothing's less awkward than that. And we can finally get to the brunt of our adventure, where we figure out what is going on. And I talk to Bianca. I don't know why I decided to talk to her, because she does nothing. So I talked to Sharon, and now we can go inside. So, go in the door, it zooms in on you. It takes unnecessarily long times to enter doorways, and more conversation. Again, she's got to introduce herself, because if you weren't paying attention in the little clip thing that we skipped over in the beginning, her name is Professor Juniper. She's the professor from this region, and she's the first female professor in any of the Pokemon games. Yay! Yes, we've had a Pokemon battle, and I slaughtered. And I just skipped over the little part where I nicknamed my Snivy into Sarah Pent, and we get further into the story where she continues to talk about the Pokedex. The Pokedex is where we will store all of the information about the Pokemon we catch throughout the game. I'm going to try to catch as many as I can. I'm not going to skip over anything. I'll do the grinding off screen, so you don't have to sit through hours of constant battles and whatnot. I'll record, though, just in case I run into anything. I did run into a shiny Tynamo in my first run through of the game, which was awesome. So when I catch one, I'll just trade that one back over because, you know, when you get a shiny, you've got to use it. It's like a, hey, trainer, I'm so cool. I love the shiny Tynamo. It's so bad. Alrighty, now we walk outside for no reason, and your creepy mom is standing right there. And instead of just giving you a map, she decides that she'll be the mother for the other two children, and she'll give them maps too. 3 town maps, probably the least used item in the entire game, other than the prop case. So now she says goodbye because her child is leaving. There go my meaty fingers again. Luckily this time the children aren't 10 years old. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be a little bit older than that. They're 10 and a half. No, they're supposed to be more like young adults, so it makes more sense that they're actually leaving their house. Because sending 10-year-olds on journeys across the country to capture Pokemon is kind of weird. So now we walk dramatically to the right, and you think you're going to be able to go, but no, Bianca interrupts you again, saying this way, you know, because you couldn't figure that out. There's no other way out of the town right now. Let's all take the first step together. What a great idea. I wanted to stay with you guys even longer than I had to. And another Pokemon catching thing. Last game, Soul Silver and Heart Gold, they asked you if you knew how to use the phone. Even if you said no, they'd explain it to you, so I highly doubt you're going to be able to skip this. And there we are, into the Pokemon battle, where we will watch Juniper catch something. And it's more unnecessary every game. So these are just the basic dynamics for catching things. Lower its health, put it into a status affecting status, and just throw a Pokeball at it. So now that we have to wait again unnecessarily long before we can start the game, we're gonna have to... Oh, there she goes. It's finally caught and I can stop rambling. I just realized I don't have the running shoes, and I won't for a little while, so we're going to be walking everywhere. Isn't that fantastic? For some reason, you cannot run without special shoes. Maybe if I was a girl wearing heels, or a guy wearing heels, I mean, I could rock some heels, it would make more sense that I couldn't run. But you know what? Let's just not question their crazy methods of physics in this game. So she's going to go on ahead, and again, I can't move forward until they're done talking. And wait for it. Wait for it. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to be going for a few seconds. Oh, Bianca's awesome idea of catching Pokemon, which I actually took seriously the first time. Nothing happens. You don't have to do the challenge. You don't even have to show them that you caught Pokemon. So it's really a waste of time, but it does help you gain a couple guys for your team, even though the first few Pokemon are just normal types. Alright, and, well, that's where I'm going to end it today. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you want to visit our website, listen to our podcast, or join our forums, here's our information. See you guys later.